Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Pelicans versus Pacers NBA matchup on Friday, March the 1st, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for a one-on-one style service. But those products are not available on the website. The only way to get those is to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Pelicans taking on the Pacers. This is a rematch of a game that took place in Indiana on Wednesday night, and it was the Pacers getting the best of that one. The game was fairly close. It was competitive, but when the Pelicans needed to make a move at the end of the game, it was the Pacers who made the move and certainly separated themselves from the Pelicans. In a game that they led by about 10 points, it felt like it was a 10-point game the whole way through. And I just think, what we saw from them is just, the Pacers, they just simply wanted it more, and I think they ran some really nice plays, which should have to get you thinking, man, they're a way better coached team than the Pelicans. I think running some inside plays to Siakam and giving him basically, free reign at the hoop, uncontested, is not a good strategy defensively, and that's what the Pelicans were doing. And then, of course, when they tried to, come in and play some defense on Siakam, it was Halliburton like a knife through butter, just going right through their defense. I think the Pelicans have some good players, and we certainly saw Ingram hit some nice shots from outside on the perimeter, especially late in the game when the Pelicans needed him most, but he got very little help, in that area. The Pelicans are just one of these teams, and we talk about it often, and it's one of those things where it's like they're really good against the bad teams and really not so great against the better teams. That meeting, in Indiana on Wednesday was the first time they met this season. It was the first time they met in quite some time. But the Pacers have come out of the break hot. And you have to remember that earlier this season, the Pacers were hot early in the season too. They made it to the finals of the in-season tournament. Meanwhile, on the other side of it, the Pelicans, they certainly look on paper to be a really good team, but they've come out of the break winning just 2 of 5, and their losses, the Miami Heat, the Bulls, and that, of course, that loss to the Pacers. They really haven't looked overly impressive. Their win was against the Knicks, who are so banged up. It's tough to tell what's going on with them. When we look at the tail of the tape here, and the Pacers' offense is just simply lethal. Best in the NBA in shooting percentage. These guys just can score and make defenses look silly. The Pelicans are the best at guarding the perimeter, but that isn't going to matter when you're attacking the rim the way the Pacers did to the Pelicans in the first meeting of these teams. It'll be interesting to see if the Pelicans can make any adjustments. They certainly have guys that can shoot as well, and like I said, Ingram can light it up from anywhere too. But the Pacers defense certainly seems vulnerable, but the problem is if you can't score with them, well, what are you going to do? And I'm not sure much is going to change except for the venue. I'm going to take the Pacers in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.